Hi everyone, welcome in. This is End of Life Concierge, where I tap into spirit and see what comes through. And today I asked for a message for the collective who may have just got a diagnosis that they're dying, that nothing more can be done. And I just did a meditation just now to see what, if anything, was going to come through. And I connected with a very powerful angel. Usually I connect with a group of beings from your soul group, but for this collective, if you're listening to this, if you found this message, it was meant for you. Of course, use your discernment. You'll know pretty quickly if it's meant for you. It took me a little while to connect. It was very foggy. It was difficult to kind of visualize, but I kept trusting that if there was a message, it would come through. And if there wasn't, then it's okay. I was going to let it go. And an angel came through, and it wasn't pure white, it was gray. There was like a gray haze surrounding this angel. So you may not have a strong connection to spirit. You may have an inkling that you're protected. You may have an inkling that you're supported, but you may also just have very, very little belief or spiritual practice. This was an incredibly powerful energy. It felt like confident, bold, commanding. This angel could command the room, and it stepped in and came in so directly and strongly, and it filled up the whole space. And the first thing this angel did was sweep its arms around in a circular motion and bring them back into a prayer position. And then it took both hands, and it almost like it was parting the sea. It was parting the fog or the confusion and clearing a path for clarity, for peace, for coming to terms with some news. Mostly it was making a path, like when there is a trek through the forest and the forest has overgrown a path, and they bring in the nature team to cut back the overgrowth so that the path can become visible. That's what I feel that this angel was doing by parting the seas, so to speak. The next thing that came through, it tried to come through, was animal guides. So animals come through to me quite a lot, and they all have very clear and distinct meanings and messages. And as I sat there, I was seeing big cat, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Was it a Siberian tiger? Was it a leopard? Was it a lynx? I couldn't tell. And then it kind of gave up trying to show me its face, and instead it just lifted its paw. And the only thing I can link this to is, if you lock a cat's outside and it paws at the glass door and it puts its paw up against the door, and you can see the paw from the inside. But it was a big paw, like a fierce cat, like a lion or a tiger And to me, this felt and came across as your spirit guides asking for permission to help you, to support you, to communicate with you, to offer a message. I also just want to look up, so I just had this feeling that it was a tiger, so I want to look up what tiger, the meaning for tiger. And the first inclination was a Siberian tiger. And so under Siberian tiger, it says, you'll be taking a long journey soon, one that will be refreshing and restorative. Wow, that's really uncanny. Okay, so this could be some comforting news in that you are about to go on a journey. It's not going to be as scary and painful as you think. It's going to be quite the opposite, refreshing and restorative. So it may be that, it may just be that it's not going to be as bad as you think. If you're worried about what happens after you die, which is I think what this message is saying, if there's a lot of fear about not the dying process itself, but what's next. It looks like what, excuse me, all of a sudden, my throat's getting a bit blocked up. I don't know if you have people in your life that don't believe in an afterlife or don't want me to talk about how beautiful it can be on the other side. That's strange, but let me read that again. You'll be taking a long journey soon, one that will be refreshing and restorative. It also says, make it a point to enjoy your sensuality and do a lot more touching. So if you've just got your diagnosis and perhaps you have a romantic partner in your life, then this could be suggesting to spend time in the present moment, enjoying your partner, enjoying receiving and giving consensual touch. It may be that there also could be some liberation in this. If there's something that you've wanted to try or explore when it comes to your sensuality, and it doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. It could be that you're single, divorced, widowed, widower. And it could be more about how do you feel good in your body. You've been given this news. It's like a lot, like an enormous amount to cope with. How can you feel good in your vessel before you leave? And it may be buying some Epsom salts and putting them in the bath and like soaking, and as you soak, inhale the scent. It may be using bubble bath. It may be when you get out of the shower or bath to put lotion, like to go to the store or to go on Amazon and buy some like lotion. It doesn't have to be scented either. It can just be any lotion. It doesn't have to be expensive. And there's something that feels so good about getting out of the bath or shower and then sitting on your bed and taking your time to just rub lotion into your feet and your legs and your arms. Like, it's really soothing. And that's touch. You're giving yourself this gift of connection and touch and awareness of how your body is in space. And I'm going to read the other meanings for a tiger. Oh, let me just think, are there any other ways to feel sensual? Today, I saw a picture of a woman in a silk robe, and I thought, oh wow, that looks really nice. Like, it looks like it would feel really nice on her skin. So I got on online and I started looking at silk robes, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll go into the store so I can touch them and feel what would feel nice. But if you don't have that ability, oh, my throat again. I don't know if maybe you have some repression around sexuality or sensuality, or you are made to feel bad about enjoying your body, or you were told that it was bad and wrong to feel good in any way, then we can just let that be the other people's opinions and know that you deserve to feel good in your own body, no matter what the shape or size or age, no matter how many years you've denied yourself that right to feel incredible in your vessel. This might be a really nice time to spend with yourself that way. It could be getting a massage. It could be even ordering your favorite meal. Like, say you're like, well, and if you obviously, if you feel that, it's check with your doctor and everything, but these are sensory things. I buy flowers every week when I do my grocery shopping, and I put them in a vase on the table, and it makes me so happy. And that's a sensory thing. That's like visual. Or there may be a perfume that you really love, but you don't buy because maybe it's a bit expensive, or you just don't wear perfume anymore. You can buy the little samples, like you can buy the small travel size perfumes from Sephora or probably department stores. That could be a really lovely thing to do for yourself. It's important to feel beautiful, especially as we age. It's important to feel beautiful for ourselves, not for anybody else. And maybe there's a silk scarf that you own, and you can start wearing it around the house, So think about anything that feels good on your body. Maybe it's like ordering some really nice sheets. The linen ones are particularly enjoyable, surprisingly. I really like them, even better than the 100% cotton. They just feel amazing. It could be putting an electric blanket on your bed under your sheets, if like it's safe, obviously, as long as there's no liquid or spillages and things like that. Then that could be something really enjoyable, especially as it's getting cooler, if you're finding this message in winter or fall. I think I'm gonna stop with the Siberian because that was the one that was coming through so powerfully. Let me see if there's anything else that this incredibly powerful Archangel would like to share. I'm just hearing it's safe, like safe. Is there any other messages for this collective? I'm seeing a potato that's been peeled and sliced into circles, and those slices are being flicked forward. When I was young, my mum would chop potatoes like this into discs, and my stepdad would grill them on the barbecue. And they were really good because they were like crispy on the outside and they were soft in the center. And there was always a lot of these potatoes. There was always potatoes left over. So it may be that with this touch, you want to explore that even further to foods. If you can still enjoy your food, it may be that you're like, what textures do I love? Do I love like ice cream or ice lollies or like cornbread? Or in Australia we have these things called potato scallops, which are basically the same as what I said but deep fried. Like they'll cut potato into discs, they'll dip those, like big potato, they'll dip those discs into batter and then they'll deep fry them, and they're like incredible. It's like the way they do it with fish. And I remember just being so happy eating these. And I feel like the message today is really about enjoying all of the sensations and slowing down and being really present with each bite or anything, all the different smells out in nature. And I feel like by doing this, like say you want to go for a walk on the beach, you can listen to the waves, you can smell the sea salt air. If you take your shoes off, you can feel the sand under your feet. You can feel the breeze that the waves are making float across your skin. It may be foggy. This morning I went for a walk and it was so foggy, and I forgot that when you walk in fog, your clothes get wet. Like not saturated, but damp. And I remember touching my sweater and thinking, oh, I forgot that's what happens when you walk in the fog. I used to live in England and I walked in the mornings really early a lot, and I would just get really damp. But it's so pretty that you don't really care, because you're just really enjoying how pretty everything looks in fog. And there's a gift in all of this message, in that when we're present with our five senses, our seeing, hearing, smelling, taste, and touch, we don't have the capacity to at the same time worry about the future, dread an event coming up, panic, be fearful, spin, have panic attacks, have crippling anxiety. Like all of that is put on pause because we're so present with where we're at or what we're doing and what we're noticing. And I invite you to be so kind and gentle to yourself and so loving to your body, and so thankful to your body for all of the places it's taken you and all of the experiences it's given you. Maybe you've swam in the ocean, or you've hiked up a mountain, or you've traveled to different countries or different states or different towns. Or maybe you've gone bungee jumping or scuba diving or paragliding or parasailing. Maybe you've sat in the garden and read and enjoyed watching the dragonflies or butterflies and ants as they move around, and your body has taken you wherever you've wanted to go, and your feet have carried you wherever you've decided that you wanted to go, even if it was just to the letterbox or the post box, or to the kitchen, to the fridge. And so I invite you to really love your feet and massage them with lotion. Be careful you don't slip though. Make sure you put socks or dry your feet. But I invite you to really thank the parts of your body, which is your whole body. But maybe start with your feet for carrying you through so many experiences in this lifetime. And even though maybe they weren't all enjoyable, there were some that were, you know. And I hope this message helps. Let me see if there's anything else from Spirit. Nope, that's it. They just closed like a screen. So I think that the message is complete, and I'm sending you so much love and healing for your heart and peace and presence as you move through this phase of your experience here on Earth. Until the next video.